Can you imagine a process big enough to allow everybody in our country to join with everybody in the Soviet Union and to create something together? Our purpose here is to launch a process that can eventually be big enough for the people throughout the whole world, not just the Soviets and the Americans, to join together to create new worlds. Individuals have come from both our nations, and you will be joining together in task forces tomorrow. And in those task forces, we're going to ask each person to speak not only from their hearts, both from their hearts and from their personal passion. What would you like to do? See, the new way of thinking leads to a new way of doing. We have a database of existing Soviet American projects, so that if you come up with an idea, you do not need to reinvent the wheel. You can go find out what already exists and plug into it. We have a team of analysts for you who will help, both Soviet and American, who will help you decide which project might be most important. We have an internal media system. The television cameras belong to the people here. They're not outside. And their purpose is to communicate, to pick up your highest moments of creativity. If you're having a great insight, call for a camera, and we'll send one in. Because we intend to change the concept of news. From that which is breaking down to that which is breaking through. And there are 300 people who have come across this country to support the participants and the Soviet guests to create this summit. And I told them not one of them is audience. They are all participants. Now, it might overwhelm our Soviet guests, the number of people who want to create with you. You may have to tell the Americans to stop. But I want our Soviet guests to know they are outnumbered 4-1. We could have had twice as many Americans here. We had to stop, and Henry was saying to me at dinner, next year, Moscow. I would just like to say a deep thought of mine is that I don't think it's an accident that at this stage of history, in the nuclear age, that the Soviet Union and the United States of America find themselves on the stage of history as the two superpowers. I think it is because we are the two nations on this earth with the most radical vision of world transformation. And that this vision that has motivated the people in the United States, all men are created equal, and the vision that has motivated people in the Soviet Union, from each according to his ability, to each according to his need. We have come from other sides of the mountain. But as Teilhard de Chardin said, everything that rises converges.
I would like to welcome all of you who have come from every corner of the United States and from many of the institutions and organizations from throughout the Soviet Union. This is so unprecedented, according to the Soviets, because never before has there been such a large delegation of over 100 Soviets that have represented such a wide variety of organizations and public opinions and points of view that has ever left the Soviet Union before. I would like to share with you what I have found in taking 800 people to the Soviet Union, what a citizen diplomat is. And perhaps many of you have your own ideas, which it would be marvelous if you could share throughout the week. A citizen diplomat is a world citizen. It is one whose vision transcends the personal, the ideological, and the political boundaries to see the oneness of all of humanity and human unity. A citizen diplomat is one who has the skillful art of holding two points of views simultaneously. Discriminating in that the citizen diplomat can see the differences, but not judging and comparing those differences. A citizen diplomat is one also who allows the heart to speak.